All right, what's up, guys? Anthony here, Special Analysis. Welcome to the video. Gosh, has the price action been really kind of tough lately? Um, it's just Nasdaq and S&P kind of reaching into new highs. Believe it or not, trying to short off those new highs have been a little more beneficial than trying to trade into them. Crude oil's pushing back towards that 75 level. You can see really kind of choppy here. Had a pretty nice aggressive counter trend breakout here. So set the pace, for the day to continue to push a little bit higher. I took a little bump and run trade that I just kind of wanted to walk you guys through. You can see this looks like absolute garbage. Like if you're trying to trade this, you're going to get slaughtered. So here's what I was looking at, right? We finally broke this prior high that we kept failing at. I didn't buy it on the break. I actually bought it on the retest. So you can see here, my higher time frame bias is long. My fast moving averages are all in sync. I'm above both of my VWAPs. They are slightly rising. So I honestly, guys, I came in and I bought it on this candle right here as it retested um, the prior high. So we popped up, a bunch of selling came in, squatted right in here, and as soon as the buying stepped back, as soon as we started recovering, and this is a little early for my liking, but I like the bias. I like the way this looked. I like the way it felt. I did start taking profit really, really quickly and kept taking profit pretty quickly because I was just from the choppiness here. I had a feeling that we were probably going to kind of suck back in, which is what we ended up doing. You can see we ended up falling back here and just falling sideways and actually drifting lower through the afternoon. So I bought here, taking just a small risk, bought it around 30-ish, and just popped my stop right here underneath this low, figuring either I was going to be right or be wrong. We were holding the fast moving averages. As soon as we popped up here, I started to feel pretty confident. So I started peeling some profits pretty quickly. I sold a little here. I sold a little here as soon as we started to consolidate. And then I actually ended up taking my stop and sticking it right underneath this little pullback here. And that's where I got stopped out. So it was okay, but it wasn't great, right? Like if the market's not cooperating, employing a trending strategy, you have to be ultra patient. So looked good on a retrace here. Had some, selling volume come in here. And had I been willing to sit at the computer a little longer, I probably would have considered trying to capture some of this because I felt like retesting this high was imminent. But I didn't, in all honesty. So, I just grabbed this little piece based on this retest. I had my established trend. My MACD looked good. Everything was intact. It was this prior high, which was once resistance, going to now be support. Fortunately, it was, and that's where I had bought. It's around 11:30 this morning. And then, like I said, I just took some quick profits. So I just wanted to share this with you because when the market's not cooperating, and you want to still partake, like I really like trending conditions. I like tight price action in a developed trend, and I'm looking for some good follow through. But it just hasn't been what we've seen lately. Like the start of this year has been tough trading. I'm not about to tell you a lie. So a little more aggressive trading is really what it's been taking to cut a day's pay here and there. So what I provide for my clients, not only do I provide my trending technique and blueprint for them, but I interpret the market for them live. Because the reality is they need to, like every trader, you have to be nimble, right? There has to be multiple approaches to the market. So I encourage all my traders to develop trade plans that work for them, right? They have to, because that's the only way you survive, because market conditions change all the time, right? You have to be saying, all right, the market is in an uptrend. It's retesting support. Am I willing to buy? Yes or no? Like that's got to be a strategy in your trade plan. Like, your trade plan should consist of conquering the market during different phases of the market, and we're just in a rough phase. Yes, crude's been kind of grinding its way higher. It's just not been that super slow, pretty trend. So again, this is one of my methods that I have. And as I talk my traders through, I go, hey, listen, we've just broken a prior high. This prior high should now be considered support unless proven otherwise, right? So for them, if they feel comfortable buying at support, this is something that they would consider and then trying to buy the pop here. But what I provide, guys, is analysis and interpretation of price action, volume, and liquidity. That's what I provide for my clients. So for folks who are trading the NASDAQ, the S&P, crude oil, and gold, that's what I provide. That's the service I provide, right? I bring 13 years of experience of interpreting price action. I tell you what I think so that you can employ that compared to whatever comfortable trade plan you have, and execute trades as you desire. We look at multiple time frames, daily, weekly pivots, hand-drawn channel analysis, and that's really what it comes down to. We keep it as simple as possible, but if you're trading any one of those four markets and you're looking for a little more insight to understanding, what's happening when, where, and why, there was liquidity on the Bookmap up in this area. Right? This is something called the Bookmap. It tells us where there are active orders in the market. It doesn't tell us if they're buy or sell orders. It just tells us that there's interest. So you can see at this level here, there's interest. There's more interest down here, right? So when we're approaching interest in the market, we don't know if we're going to get pushback or acceleration. So what do? We pay and protect ourselves, right? That's why I took that stop and I advanced it right here thinking, well, if that liquidity takes us higher, wonderful. If it doesn't take us higher, I get stopped out with more profit, right? Day trading is about trading for a day's pay. It's not about making $1 million in a day. It's about making $1 million in a year, right? That's the difference. So if you want help analyzing, interpreting price action, volume, liquidity on the NASDAQ, the S&P, crude oil, and gold futures, I provide all of my tools and my analysis every morning, Monday through Friday. There's links below the video. Feel free to click on them, consume the content, send me an email. We'll have a conversation. Guys, if you don't know what a candlestick is, this is not for you. Okay? If you don't know how to place an order and place a stop and take profit, this is not for you. Okay? This is advanced level analysis, advanced level price action interpretation, advanced level liquidity interpretation. Do I make it simple? As simple as humanly possible. But if this is over your head, you're not going to enjoy it. So just a fair warning. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.